if you're looking to do any kind of board development, then I would highly recommend starting with a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino. This Arduino that I received is an Arduino Uno, and you can see here, the Uno, it comes with a USB port here, and it actually includes the USB cable that you're gonna need. There it is, well, there it is. And what's also nice is it can take an external power supply. The power supply can be between 7 and 12 volts. It is a 16 megahertz processor. It has 14 digital I/O pins here. You can see those are here. Let's see if I can zoom in enough. Those are listed here at the top. It includes a set of 6 analog pins and a set of different power pins. You have a couple grounds, and it can supply 3.3 and 5 volt to various electronics. It's super easy to get started. Reset button up here, and it is the ATmega 328P microcontroller. Has 32 kilobytes of flash memory, 2 kilobytes of RAM, and it's great to go, really easy to use. And what's nice is it's great for DIY projects, for getting started, has a lot of support. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to get started with this. You take your USB cable, plug it in, and then you'll be able to plug it into your computer. Your computer will automatically ask to download certain drivers to use this board. I've already accepted those. And once I plug it in, you can use what's known as an IDE, which is a independent development environment. And there's something called an Arduino IDE that you can use with this. And I have one pulled up with a really simple code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to wire it up real fast and use this code just to get you started. But there's a vast amount of knowledge out there on Arduinos, like the Arduino Uno here. I have a breadboard with an LED resistor and 2 cables ready to go. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this LED blink on and off. That's it. I know it doesn't seem like much, but you can make it do a lot of different things. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the computer. And here on the computer, I've already put the code in. And what we have on the code is what you're doing is you're telling it what pins you're going to be using first. So here we're going to call it an LED pin. It's based off of an int or an integer, and we tell it which pin or which point on the board it's going to be. This is going to be on digital in out 8. Then once you set it up, you're going to tell it, hey, we're going to have this pin be an output. You can also have inputs. So here it is. It even says it, set the LED as an output. And then what we're going to do is we're going to loop. We're going to keep doing it over and over again as long as the Arduino is powered. And we're going to tell it to go ahead and take that LED pin, which is on 8, and make it high, which is giving it power, turning it on. And then we're going to wait for 1,000 milliseconds, which is equal to 1 second. Then we're going to tell it to change the LED pin to low, which is to turn it off. Wait for another seconds, and then it's going to start all over again. So what we're going to see is we're going to see that LED light turn on and off every second. What we're going to do is once your Arduino is connected, you'll have to pick where it is. So I have it here on USB port 4. Once you pick your Arduino, you can see I have it connected down here at the bottom. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hook up the LED pins. What you're going to do is I'm going to unplug this just for a second to show you. Zoom in here. So we have pin 8. Pin 8 is where we're going to plug in the LED, and then we're going to plug it on this side to a ground. There's also ground on this side you could use. Doesn't matter which ground you use. I'm just doing it to keep it visually a lot easier to see. And what happens is there'll be the current will turn on for pin 8, and then turn on for 1 second, then turn off. And all we'll have to do is put the what's called a sketch, which is the code, onto this Arduino, and we'll be good to go. So what we do, we're going to plug it back in and go back to the computer. And on the computer, you can see there's an upload and verify. You click verify, it's going to compile or basically make the sketch work on the Arduino, and it'll tell you if there's any issues, and it says, hey, there'll be plenty of room. It'll tell you how much you're going to use. Once you're happy with it, you upload it. It recompiles, and now it's putting it up onto this Arduino. Now that it's on the Arduino, I'm going to go ahead and hook up the LED. Okay, there we go. It is hooked up and flashing. What we've done is I've hooked it up to pin 8, and then to the ground here. If I unplug it from ground, you can see it stops working. But like I said, there's other ground pins, and you can go to the other side, and there we go. The code keeps working. So real easy to use, really fast to get set up and get going on this board. There's a lot of features that you can use on this board. If you look at the pictures, it also comes with what's called a pinout, and the pinout tells you how everything is connected on this board, so you know what to connect where when you're trying to figure out what you want to do, whether those are sensors or other things like that. There's a lot of accessories available, but this is a great, really affordable way to get into development, and you can start your board development here with an Arduino Uno, which I highly recommend especially when you're getting started. The board is working great, real easy to use. I highly recommend this, and go for it. Go start making your own things.